258.2. I don't think I gained a pound. Yesterday, I went to go see my hematologist. We waited an hour before we were seen. My mom came with me. My hair is always sticking out everywhere. And the information I got was a lot, so I can't remember a lot of it. My red blood cells are high. They went down, but they're still high. And that causes my organs to work harder to pump the blood around. For some reason, my bone marrow is making too many red blood cells. Now, they think it's because I'm deprived of oxygen during the night, and that's why I had to get a CPAP machine. Not just for sleep apnea, but to raise the oxygen level in my system. And they said I could get dizzy spells, and the reason why they are trying to prevent me from getting either having a stroke, a heart attack, or blood clots that usually start in the legs and go up to the lungs. That's what I was told. So I do have a slight dry cough, like a tickle in the back of my throat that I've had for a couple of months. And it's worse when I use the CPAP machine. So a lot of times I take the CPAP machine off at night. After a couple of hours I'll wake up in the middle of the night coughing, and then I have to pause my CPAP machine until I can get rid of the cough and turn it back on. It's hard for me to sleep with the CPAP machine on. I usually wake up around between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now with that health issue. They said that before I do a phlebotomy, because the phlebotomists have not been able to find my veins a lot of times, that I'm supposed to drink 40 ounces of water before my appointment, which is usually around noon. So I have to try to get in 40 ounces of water before noon, and to take 2 baby aspirin before my appointment, and probably an hour before my appointment so that it dissolves and makes my blood thinner, so that they can, and plump up my veins so that they can find them. I still don't believe they will be able to find them. I've drank water before my appointments before, and they haven't been able to find them because my veins are so small. I'm also not supposed to drink coffee before my phlebotomies because that's a diuretic and it shrinks your blood vessels. So that's a bit of an update for you. I got a lot of information. Like I said, I can't remember it all. Oh, they could also, if it came to that, they would put in a port to give me medication to thin out my blood, which I would think they would do anyway, but they say that the withdrawal of blood and putting in fluids is the easier route. I don't think so because they cannot find my veins. I had a phlebotomy last week that was a fail because they couldn't find my veins. So they had to reschedule me for next week because they can't do it close together because of they could blow a vein if I've already been poked in it, and then they try to repoke it, and yeah, they could blow the vein out. So I didn't want that to happen, so they rescheduled me for next week. other than that, I can't think of anything else that has been going on. My um, Zepbound, I have not received a report from my medical assistants that they wouldn't pay for it. I did get one paper for Trulicity. They said they wouldn't pay for that because my A1C is too low. And I don't know if my doctor put in for Trulicity again or the Zepbound. So I have to get a hold of them sometime and ask what's going on. Most of the time they don't tell me. They just say, oh, medical assistance has 3 days to report back. Well, it's been a little longer than that, so I got to see what my doctor prescribed. She was supposed to prescribe the Zepbound, but I don't know if she accidentally did Trulicity again or what, but we'll see. Zepbound is supposed to help with my sleep apnea, probably because you lose weight, and that losing weight helps with the sleep apnea, or so my hematologist said. Oh, he did say something to the effect that right now I'm getting phlebotomies every 8 weeks apart, and they could go further apart the lower my red blood cells go. So we will see. I did get a schedule for a lab and a phlebotomy in July and a lab in August so far. So that's as far as the appointments have gone. But anyhow, that's my little update for you. I'm hoping things work out better, but right now I don't know. Um, but we'll see.
This is what I'm having for lunch. There's about a cup of cottage cheese, 5 chicken nuggets cut up, and 2 boiled eggs, hard-boiled eggs. And it's a high-protein meal.
Hello, guys. This is going to be a kind of short video, but I finished The Stone Child by Dan Poblocki, and it does remind me a lot of Goosebumps. Eddie his family moves to Gatesweed. I believe that's the name of the town. Trying to see if I can find it. I don't think it's, yeah, Gatesweed, where Nathaniel Olmsted had wrote books. And Eddie's an only child, and his mother is writing a ghost story too. It's a really strange book. I mean, it's good, but it's really strange. Eddie goes to school and he hooks up with Harrison and Maggie, I believe. That's the name of Harris and Maggie. And they go on an adventure that involves the stone statue of a child. And they come across a book of Nathaniel Olmsted's, and it's written in code, so they have to figure out the code. And they do run into monsters in the area that Nathaniel Olmsted's home is in. I don't want to say too much to give away the story, but it is a good book, and it's more like a middle school book, young adult maybe, but it's pretty good. Like I said, kind of like Goosebumps. So I will not be keeping this book for my library. I will be donating it to either back to the senior center thrift store or to Goodwill, whichever I can get to. Now I'm reading The Daisy Chain Flower Shop. The Greatest Love is the One You Never Expected to Find by Lori Gilmore, #1 New York Times bestselling author. I don't like that Target had put the the sticker over the name of the book. Um, and I started reading this one, and it's really good so far. And let's see, it says a small town spicy romance. Daisy is fed up with being unlucky in love. And since Mayor Kelly declared her beloved flower shop cursed in one of his infamous visions, business has been slow. Dream Harbor newcomer Elliot has been adjusting to small town life following his own relationship turmoil. And until now, he's avoided the flower shop at all costs. If the mayor is correct, he doesn't need any more bad luck in his life. When he finds himself walking through the door of the daisy chain flower shop, he doesn't expect it to be a life changing moment. But as the petals blossom in the sunlight, might the unluckiest woman in Dream Harbor finally find that love comes when you're least expecting it. And it sounds like a pretty good book. Like I said, I started reading it and I do like it so far. She also has out the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, which I've heard about, a lot of these books, the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, the Christmas Tree Farm, the Strawberry Patch Pancake House, the Gingerbread Bakery, and the Daisy Chain Flower Shop. I will be looking for these other books probably through Amazon. I did talk to the cashier who said she really liked the rest of the books and this one included. So I will be probably purchasing that. I do like the fact that it has this design on the edges of daisies. I like the yellow color. I like the front cover of the shop, the flower shop. I hope you can see that and it's not too grainy. And they have the same thing on the back with the synopsis. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying this book already. Like I said in the past of my videos that I do like romance books. So this is a romance and it looks really nice. So I will see you in the next clip. So next clip is now, I guess. Because I want to get this video up tomorrow. I will be editing it tomorrow morning, so it'll be probably later morning that I will upload it to YouTube. This is going to be the end of the video. We went today, which is Friday the 15th, to my son's appointment. He's going to be starting into therapy again. He hasn't been to therapy in like 17 years, since he was 18. That was the last time he was known to be in therapy because of a lot of history. He's never really wanted to go, I believe, but I believe now he really wants to do it. He wants to get a reevaluation done on seeing if he has high functioning autism, which when he was younger, it was known that he had some kind of autism because he didn't like sheets being on the bed and that they had a strange feel to him and certain foods he doesn't like. And plus he has ADHD, ADD, and post-traumatic stress disorder, and we don't know what else. He was learning disabled in school, so he had help that way, was in special ed. And yeah, he had a real rough childhood. Not with me. He was placed into foster care. All of my children were placed into foster care at one point in time. And yeah, they seem to be doing quite well, but yes, they have mental health issues and behavioral issues. So hopefully we can get that worked out. And he's going to, I guess, be contacted by a case manager in a week and also a therapist in a week, and he will be seeing the same therapist I am seeing. So if there's any clash or problem that way, I will talk to him about separating therapy from each other. He just wants to go with her because she has background history somewhat of him and his siblings, and things that have happened in the family, and to the family. So he thought it would be easier talking to her because she has a little bit of background history. Anyway, that's what happened today. We did run to Walmart, and my daughter Crystal gave me $100 for Mother's Day. And I did go out and we got some food and cat litter and cat food. And we had a treat at Dairy Queen. So um, I've been kind of overeating today, actually. I think it was because Nicholas took me into his session, his intake, where they asked him a bunch of questions, and it kind of made me a little upset, some of his answers and what went on. So I think I kind of started overeating because of that, trying to push down those emotions again. So I've been kicking back and just relaxing and saying everything's okay, and I'm safe. Nobody's trying to hurt us or anything like that. So um, I'm making chicken curry rice tonight for dinner, and yeah, that's what we're having. Anyway, I hope you guys like and subscribe and leave a comment. And hopefully, my other videos will be more things like going out and doing stuff. Lately, next week I have another phlebotomy, so maybe I'll take you on a ride to the phlebotomist. It's like a 40-minute drive, so I might get clips of that in there, and hopefully get you a little more action going on my videos, and we'll go from there. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and being understanding and commenting and being here for me. That really helps me out a lot to know that there's other people out there maybe going through the same thing I am, or stuff like that. Anyway, have a great day, guys.